So today we're going to talk about my dreadlock regrets, and believe me, I've got quite a few of those. So let's run that intro and we'll get into it. Regret number one, or my first regret, whichever way you want to put it, was not letting my hair grow long enough before I put my dreadlocks in. My hair was about that long when I put my dreadlocks in, so my dreads ended up about this long. Just no good. If you're going to put dreadlocks in, you need to let your hair grow. You want a good head of hair before you even think about it. Doesn't matter whether you're doing the rip and twist or the back combing or neglect, you need a decent length of hair. And I just didn't have one, and it caused major problems as time went on, initially in the first couple of years, definitely. So, first regret. Regret number two. Wax. I used wax. Why? I was advised to use wax. Don't ever use wax. I mean, I understand why my friend said to me I needed to use wax, because my hair was really short and they would have struggled to have stayed in with such short dreadlocks. I'm going to put my teeth in a second. But wax is not the way to go, not for anybody, I can promise you that. And I used wax. Don't do it. Please don't ever use wax. Just my word of advice. But anyway, don't use wax. Second regret, putting more wax in. Because my hair was short and I put dreadlocks in using wax, after a couple of months they were looking a real mess. You know, the bit with the waxing was kind of flat and horrible, and then the roots were not in at all because there was no movement or anything in my hair. And my friend says, I know what to do, we'll put some more wax in. And I said, okay. So that's what we did. Don't put it in. I ended up letting it grow and putting hot water on, trying to get rid of that wax and stuff. Almost impossible to move. Don't use wax. You end up doing what I did, letting it grow. They're just cutting them out. I ended up cutting about that much off my dreadlocks, you know, and that could have been nice healthy dreadlocks, except for the wax. Don't do it. That was my second and third regret. Okay, the next two regrets go pretty much together. One, not knowing how to wash my hair, and two, not knowing how essential it was to dry it. We'll talk about washing first. I watched a few videos and they're all talking about, you know, the baking soda and the apple cider vinegar and this, that and the other. Now at the time I was going to the gym a lot, my hair was getting washed 2 or 3 times a week. I was doing quite a bit of swimming, so getting all that chlorine and stuff in my hair. You need shampoo. You need a good quality shampoo. I tried Dreadlock shampoo, didn't like it. People said to me, you don't use shampoo that foams because it leaves residue. But I couldn't tell what bit of my hair was getting clean and what wasn't, because I'd got no bubbles to lead me down the garden path to cleanliness. So it took a long time to figure out that I needed a good quality shampoo, and the shampoo I use is the tea tree shampoo that I showed you in the video about washing my hair. You can get it from herbalists. Holland and Barrett's in the UK sell it, you know, something like that. No conditioner. Make sure you use a good shampoo. The next one is obviously drying my hair. I was going to the gym a lot. I mean, my dreads went nowhere near as long as they are now. Shortly I'm going to do a video where I'm showing you all the different lengths of hair. When they first that day when they first went in, I looked like a hedgehog. But I'm going to put a list of photos up and things from when I did my hair the first time, or when I first put my dreadlocks in. A bit of a timeline thing. But no, I was not drying my hair properly. I was sticking it in a bun in a towel and leaving it for a few minutes while I got dried and dressed, and then just leaving it. And my family started saying to me, Dad, you know, your hair, it's starting to have a bit of a wet dog smell, you know, you need to do something. So I realised that what was happening was I wasn't drying my hair enough. I mean, I've washed my hair today. I don't particularly like using a hairdryer, but I realise that sometimes they're essential. So I'll give it a good blast with a hairdryer. I don't dry it all the way off. I would say 75% with a hairdryer. And then, you know, I mean, it's bone dry now. And that gets rid of that wet dog smell, and my hair now smells like shampoo. Smells nice. So, you know, learn how to dry your hair. It's essential if you don't want that wet dog smell and people looking at you as you walk past going, "Ooh, he stinks," or "she stinks," or whatever. Make sure you wash it, good shampoo, make sure you dry it, and you get it dry as quick as you can. I know it's difficult in the winter, but get your hair dried as soon as you can. The next regret is one that a lot of people make, not understanding the timeline that's involved with getting dreadlocks. I kind of thought dreadlocks go in, couple of months, they're going to look superb, and I didn't do enough research, and I was deeply upset that I'd spent a full day putting, or my friend had spent a full day putting these dreadlocks in, and his looked fantastic because he'd had them in for a long time, and mine looked like shite, to be honest. And I just needed to chill and relax a little bit about my hair, but I didn't understand this at the time, you know. I didn't get enough information about new dreadlocks when I put my dreadlocks in, and I really wish I had done. It would have made life so much easier for me. This leads on to the next one, which is also related. Too much use of a crochet hook in the first 12, 14, 15 months. I'd got crochet hooks all over the house. I'm like in the mirror like, oh look, I've got a lump here, I need to get rid of that. Or I've got a loose hair here, I need to get rid of that. And you know, I was constantly like with a crochet hook. And then I started getting people to what I thought was sort my hair out for me that didn't know what they were talking about. If you're going to use a crochet hook or have somebody do it for you, you need somebody who knows what they're talking about. And a good friend of mine who does my hair for me, I will leave her link in the description below. She's very difficult to get appointments with because she's extremely busy, but she's very, very good. If you live close to me, get in touch with me and I'll do it. So if you live in the Worksop, Sheffield, Chesterfield, Mansfield area in the UK, get in touch, and if you've got any problems, I'll come along and I'll help. But this friend of mine, she's very, very good. If you're going to get somebody to mess with your dreadlocks, make sure they know what they're doing. Don't do it yourself if you don't know what you're doing. Now, I mean, I'm saying like you shouldn't use crochet hooks too often, and I don't. Now if you look here, I've got a little mark here. Now that actually went in at Christmas 2017. That bit of cotton was right up here at Christmas 2017. And then 6 months later, I put the next one in, and that was June. That was June 2018. So my hair had grown that much in 6 months. And this one at the top, if you've seen my video, the time-lapse video where I'm just having my hair tidied, that went in then. So my hair has grown from there down to there in 15 months. And so from Christmas 2017 I've had my hair done once, twice. And all she does is, she doesn't go mad, she doesn't screw it in really tight so it damages your hairs. She really, really knows what she's doing, you know, which is what you need. And I have it done every 6 to 10 months just to tidy it up a bit, especially if I've got something like a wedding or something like that to go to. I just want to just tidy it up a little bit. But don't do what I did. Don't go mad with a crochet hook. You don't need to. Okay, just chill, have a little bit of patience. Okay, the next thing I did was a thing called root flipping. It sounds weird. It sounds like you're going to do somersaults and stuff like that, but no, you're not. No, it's about getting a dreadlock, and when the roots are a little bit loose, feeding the dread through the roots and pulling it, and it does tighten the roots up. But the problem is where the dreadlock's gone in between, you've now got two dreadlocks instead of one, and if you're not careful, you end up where you've got a dreadlock or two dreadlocks that come into one, and that makes them a lot weaker. You know, two dreadlocks aren't as strong as one dreadlock, so I wouldn't advise doing it. I did it a few times. I didn't do it a lot, but no, I definitely would not advise doing it. The other thing I did was I kind of manufactured congers. Now congers is where two dreadlocks join. Now I've got nowhere near as many dreadlocks as when I first put them in. I think I've got a couple that are perhaps about the same size as when I put them in. But you know, it's like, oh, this one's thin and this one's thin, I'll join them together, and I'd put a piece of elastic around the base so they'd start going together. Silly. Don't do it. You know why I did, I don't know. I have no idea why I did it. I just couldn't leave it. I just couldn't leave my hair alone. Leave your hair alone when the new dreadlocks, and you'll be fine. Don't do what I did. And my last regret is listening to people that didn't know what the bloody hell they were talking about. Loads and loads of people trying to give me advice, watching YouTube videos that I shouldn't have been watching, instead of listening to people that knew what they were talking about and watching videos that were helpful. You know, I just got a lot of wrong or bad advice. Be careful, be selective, use this noggin in here to really look at what people are saying and think about it. Think about what they're saying and think, well, if I do what they say, then I'm going to end up with all this wax in my hair, which I don't want, or I'm going to end up, you know, with two dreads there instead of one, or, you know, I can hear that crochet hook snapping hairs as it's going through. So, you know, use a little bit of noggin, and you'll sort it all out. But the main thing I've got to say to you is just be patient. Patience is a virtue. It's not like me. If I was a vulture, I'd go out and kill something, but you know, that's me. Just be patient, take your time with it, and you'll be fine. Now if you found this video helpful, give it the old thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, I would be absolutely over the moon. It would be great. Ring the little dingy bell, and then you'll get notified whenever I put a new video out, and I will see you hopefully on the next one. See you soon. Bye.